normally I like to talk about, oh, it could be a support. Now it's just like, nah, it's Blink.
I remember looking at it for because I analyzed a lot of their drafts before TI, and I don't think I saw them one game run Murana as an off play. It's the same thing as Void too.
Remember smoke ganks.
It's usually 0 to 1. I think
we're gonna have one right now. So if there's a kill that comes out of this.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna take 2 right now. The arrow's gonna come out, will land on the DYF. They're gonna be able to do a lot of damage on him, but he has a blink up in a second here, and will be able to get himself away. Nice double stun though. Yao's gonna be the next target. He's already dropped pretty low. They will be able to finish him off. A whirling death just cuts down that strength here down the side. They'll get a good stun and manage to get the kill in return on the blink. But now a lot of damage onto Fate Beyond. Lines up the stun again onto Zhao Wei. They'll be able to take a second kill. Fate Beyond tries to take the trees, hide himself away, healing down, and Disruption is going to be able to save his life. A 2-for-1 exchange with Wings also picking up the first blood. Wings come very clearly out on top in that engagement.
Yeah.
So we already have 1 on the board, right, Ben?
I'll go with 2. 2 Wings, Shadow, quickly!
You lost. I just throw it down.
Yeah, okay.
I literally just... That is also true. The great fun of this patch. Well, you can't suicide the neutrals if you can't get there in time. Innocence is going to be caught here and taken down by the right clicks. Yao will be the one to pick up that kill. Ice sets himself up for the 2-minute rune.
Nice play by Xiao Wei prior to the horn.
We're going to see Zhao Wei deny himself, but in the meantime, he is going to be leaving Sand King all by his lonesome. He doesn't actually have the mana to be able to burrow strike up, and arrow's going to come and nails him. Ice. Showing a nice idea here. LFY, they rotate Zhao Wei up to the top lane to punish Fate Beyond as he tries to push up against DDC, and it looks like they should be able to get this kill. Fate Bolt is being held on to. They just need a couple more right clicks. ZYF can blink in a second. Mango TP's out. Oh god, he's going to dodge all of it until the right click comes in. Gonna leave the things off here on the Shadow Point. They're gonna be able to get that stun. Follow-up arrow is gonna land on a Yao. Looks like they can actually trade off kills here. Yao is definitely done for, and the Shadow Demon still managed to get out. Zhao Wei is gonna be chased away by Shadow with that heavy right-click damage.
At this point in time, which is also a good idea. However, Sand King doesn't have that much regen. He doesn't have clarity, he doesn't have a mango, he doesn't have arcanes, and his partner doesn't have arcanes. So they need to make each of these stuns count.
It would be a fairly easy kill. Most Innocents can do is...
They're all coming in.
Second here, and maybe that second can actually allow them to be able to get a return kill. Zhao Wei is going to be cut off here by Blink. Denies him from being able to run to the river. Ice is also nearby. The extra ice. And Shadow starts going on the super here, but he is going to be EMP'd up. Thankfully, he's very tanky to the death pack, and they managed to catch him with the chop from towards the end. Super parked his butt there.
I wonder what item he's going for. He has 1,800 gold.
Yeah.
So he's actually going for an older build, not the max minus armor build.
Yeah, with Desolator. Face Beyond, a little bit of trouble. Thankfully, the cold snap is worn off, but never mind. Counts on the other side. He just right-clicks him, and that will be good enough. In the meantime, though, fun out Face Beyond as he tries to use the Vendetta to escape. He's going to be slowed down a bit, and thanks to the Spike Heritage, it looks like he might be okay. The dust is just about to wear out. He gets a nice 3-man stun, but unfortunately, the Disruption also laid out. He will be taken off by the ultimate, as well as the combination of DBC. Managed to get the Fate Bolt out. Blink comes in, swoops in for the support kill, and now looks to chase for more. Into the tier 1 tower. Yao's going to be the target here. Gets perched up, dodges the air with Burrow Strike and a stun on the Blink, but he will still end up going down, and Wings will translate that action.
Yeah, so he could kind of hold all later.
Well, they automatically lose DDC becomes a whole lot easier. LFY now going to have to take on a 4 versus 5. They try and go into Shadow, but an EMP is dodged there thanks to the Disruption. They go in Blink instead, but he's relatively tanky. 2 levels of the armor is going to help him out just enough. LFY are going to be forced back again underneath.
I think you also learn a lot more from doing this sort of risky play because I think because it's so execution based, you could have always played better. Whereas if you go the other way, you're like, oh, maybe it was just the wrong decision. It's very hard to like squeak out maybe like 100 more GPM. That's a lot to ask for. But
they leave 2 in mid. They're going to actually make a blue lane shadow rotation with their 2 supports, catch him from behind, and now the TP's come in after they've already taken down one of the supports. Nails the super with the arrow. The Invoker's going to end up going down as well. Nice rotation there. That very clearly caught LFY by complete supply.
And Invoker just needs any sort of item. Orchid is the go-to. Midas occasionally, which looks like what he's going for right now because they know that they need this game.
This is a very important kill. Shadow gets caught by the counter ward, tries to do something by himself solo, but gets caught and actually gives away a very important ability as well. DDC actually stole Skeleton Walk, which is not just great escape mechanism, but also can potentially set up team fights, get a lot of information. Valuable ability for DDC to be able to pick up, especially since he's got Arcane Boots soon. So he's even got the sustain to be able to just stay out in the map constantly.
Now, I think Wings are pressed with the decision. What do we want to do? Now they've taken back control of your jungle, and the anti-mage is going to farm his Battle Fury at this rate if they don't do anything about it. So, do they want to trade farm again? Do they want a few more items in the clings, like treads or whatever it may be? Or do they want to pressure that really, really hard with this Rubik scattering about? It could be a big waste of time.
A pick off on Shadow, two moves over aggression, turns into almost a golden tempest. Unfortunately, Disruption will buy so much time they just blow up the same thing again, showing off that Whirling Death and how powerful it is against strength heroes.
They can because they can.
Got him. Fake Beyond, it gives them the walk away. Leshrac ends up going down due to the Chakram.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Thanking Yao was almost there. They're going to bait out Shadow a little bit as he goes for the counter ward himself, tries to go for the Orchid on DDC. Innocence is ready to go at any point in time to disrupt, but it's just not necessary. They're going to get the kill on Yao, and disrupt on DDC will allow them to be able to take up that extra kill on the side. An EMP. Smoke is going to be the first start. They saw Shadow farming up that top lane. The smoke is popped. They get the dust out, but the problem is, this hero, even after it gets dusted, is still so fast thanks to the 4 levels of Skeleton Block, they're not going to be able to catch him. Super throws out the Tornado. Fortunately, a wand from Innocence, even through the EMP, will allow them to throw out the Disruption, catching Super. An Orchid goes down, but they do not have any follow-up disable. Still facing off on the other side. He is the stun, easily cleans up the Invoker. DDC lies in wait, but unfortunately, he did not have the Skeleton Walk before this, so I think it timed out, or maybe he died. He wasn't able to set up that gank on Shadow like they really did.
Yeah, he had died.
Yeah, so fortunately that smoke is just always going to be hard, right?
The Clinks read it well though. He didn't go straight right into the secret shop. He went down so that if the smoke popped, he would be at very high range. He was at like 800 range, let's say. If he went to the right, he would be at like 200 range. They easily chased him down with a lift, whatever they had, but the Rubik wasn't in range of lift, and by the time he was, the fight was too close to Wings' T2. Right. And now Wings with another aggressive maneuver. DDC will pop smoke, but now Mirana is out of detection. No sentries, no dust. DDC was wow. He is in deep.
He's just trying to see if he can call off that Mirana. Not going to happen. Then like Shadow throwing down, Fate Beyond, spotting out a lot of these heroes. And the Vendetta, he's going to go on the Super first. If Orchid goes out, it's a little bit too late, but it doesn't matter. He'll still manage to get Super, and Yao's going to be forced back. Zhao Wei actually trying to clear through the creep wave, but Fate Beyond jumps into him with the Spike Carapace ready to go.
Definitely.
That's on Zhao Wei, right? He's doing a great job banning out Wei so much. Yao's going to be caught though. Yao is going to be done so. The arrow nails him once again. This guy, well, stun goes out. They are going to combo it up. No Spike Carapace just yet, but the arrow's going to come in. Now the Spike Carapace goes down, and DDC, he's actually maybe going to be caught as well. The Leshrac nailed by the arrow, had no hope whatsoever. Blink forward, nice turnaround. DDC managed to get the
saw him TP.
Real bad. He has the Manta though, so Fate Beyond's gonna have to try and get a stun out of Invis, and I'm not sure if they can burst him down. We'll see. They're actually gonna set up with the Spike Carapace into the battlefield. But man, LFY is playing this path of their own. They take down both, and now the Timber Saw's entered into the fray. Fortunately, they got that Aegis, but a Clinks with an Aegis really doesn't amount to much. No death pack there, and he just gets taken apart by the magic damage. Fortunately, our Timber Saw is making a grand escape, but trying to set up this stun is going to go for the Vendetta. Still managed to hit the stun after the Manta. DYF is going to be caught a bit here, but he's still able to get his blink away. They just do not have the lockdown. Will Scepter goes down. They're going to try and lead this into another stun, but fortunately Impale isn't up just yet. They're just trying to slow down his retreat, and they do hit the Impale now, which means DYF is taken out by the pure damage of Blink. Wings. Could have stopped to this. Yeah, they've already spotted Shadow. They're already going to be able to lead with the stun off on him. DYF tried to actually jump forward, but at the same time, Yao jumped backwards. They didn't have the vision. He gets your right clicks off on Shadow. Now Shadow's caught the BKB. Goes straight for DYF, and they will be able to execute him. Zhao Wei looks like he got nailed by an arrow, but they're trying to take more of these heroes in the mid lane. Tight sights under the attempt of a Chakram from Rubik's, actually a successful one. He managed to get that kill. 1 for 2, but Wings ready to push high ground. They've lost their support Miranda. They don't give a damn about her. They're going to be having Faith Beyond act as a big old turret with his gem sitting on the front line. And, okay, force tapping backwards rather than forward. And our Clinks is going to be the big damage dealer. I like that play. Faith Beyond, I think, it made himself face backwards so he wouldn't be force tapped into a situation he didn't want to be in. Exactly. Now there's gear 3. We chipped away, 35 seconds. Oh no, Super's gonna be caught. This could potentially turn into so much more if Wings get the appropriate pickup. A big epicenter comes through, but it's just not quite enough. Full Faithion as well as Blink will both survive, and now is the one to go down. They could have fought in 20 seconds when the animation was coming back up, but they just lost Super as well as Yao. And without those two cores for another 45 seconds, Wings will continue on their push. They're gonna go for the bottom lane next.
Faith has just been ridiculous. He is one of the best offlane players, and there's just such a big contrast in between him and Yao this game.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't need help on top, and he's still able to come out like almost double of Yao's net worth, and still have just much more effective plays with the Blink Dagger, whereas Yao got his Blink Dagger a little bit late, and even when he got it, he still couldn't really do that much. He had to take along with the Blink out instead of actually going in that last fight, which I think really cost him. He was scared of the BKB to be fair, but sometimes you just gotta go in and die. Like they didn't even put up a fighting chance in that last skirmish.
Yeah, I mean they just picked up that fresh Thatcher, a little bit of RNG. You never know what could have happened, right? The enemy popped his Manta, wanted to go on Shadow.
This game, just like last game, they're going to pick on Yao. Yao he did not play the best of the 10 players last game, and might have been the worst.
He went down to 50 HP. That blood rage that was placed on him allowed the Timber Saw to do so much damage in such a short period of time with that whirling death.
Did he get that double?
Oh, an arrow just nailed Shadow, and he's damaged by damage up. He's gonna go down. That's our first blood. They're gonna go ahead and keep Xiaowei in place with the mana leak. And
Deep in the jungle. Scan comes out. Can he hit the blind arrow, or are they just gonna dive him? Ice.
Arrow will miss, but Yao's in a position. The wave goes on. They are going to actually TP and try and defend this one, but Ice is already going to be dead. Blink actually gets stunned up by the telekinesis as the Kano flops. He'll still be able to get the Omni Slash though and collect the kill onto the Lifestealer. An aggressive dive by LFY turns around and bites him in the ass, but maybe if Wings are going a bit too far, and Super's going to reveal the fact that he just found himself a haste rune, he's going to be able to catch right up to these heroes, starts getting some damage on a Shadow. Not really the hero he can kill, but maybe Blink is a little bit better. He's got a spinning healing ward ready to go though. Super thinking about going for this dive here, doesn't have his ultimate, but he will imprison once again. He's keeping these heroes in place. DDT the blast is actually going to be able to land on a Xiao, does a good amount of damage, so right-click him down, but Super's dropping lower and lower. A bit of harassment damage comes out from Ice onto these heroes. They're going to TP out on Super. He's good. Yao's not going to be as lucky though. Faith Beyond with all these low HP heroes, thanks in part to the Coddle, he is rip running. He managed to pick up, oh my goodness, the Wings. What a gank they're setting up right now. Yeah, I was thinking to himself, oh yeah, they go ahead and smoke and try and dive. I see them coming. I'm going to go ahead and TP out, but now he's going to be found right away. Instant is able to hit the stun, and they just pop him.
That's
Holy
the next
crap,
level.
That was next level by Wing. Imprisonment, bounce back the damage. You think you could do it like
Theoretically, you should be able to, but if the arrow is going through
that's true.
the prison, you cannot. And that Bloodseeker is actually owning in the pit.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh,
a nice AoE blast. That bounce back there is just going to do even more damage to Super. Now the AoE blast comes in as well, and look at that. The heroes are so low already. Faith Beyond, he's running around like, oh my goodness, he's actually just going to go straight for Xiaowei. He's out of mana, at least with the mana leak on top of him. He's done for. Let's follow the fight hit. Shadow managed to get himself over into the trees, away from ZYF. He'll be able to jump on the Blink instead, but the Omni Slash just came up. Unfortunately, it bounces over to Roshan. ZYF takes only a pittance of the damage. They still going to try and chase him down. He has an investment, will be able to get some neutral creeps. Super is here as well to be able to help him out. Faith Beyond. He backs himself away before the Centaur stun comes in. Doesn't want a chance at having a Centaur stun into a Slardar Crush, controlling him a bit too much. Wings are going to be chased away, but they still won that fight. They forced LFY away from the Roshan pit, got at least one of those kills, and are going to be able to force this infested Lifestealer out. So now tries to go for the stun. Actually just pops out now as the right click comes in from Ice. Arrow misses there, poorly timed, and Yao's gonna die on the left-hand side as well. A big blast comes in, and now Ed has to find a target, but he's gonna be going for an Ogre Magi. That tanky hero, he may be able to get the support, but sure, what's happening with the cores on Wings? So they're just running down heroes on LFY. They're gonna be able to get DDT as well. ZYF has not been able to kill the Ogre Magi, and now he's at half health with no one fence. A range TP is ready to go, and he'll try for that right-click damage, though it's gonna be close. ZYF falls, unable to complete.
Need experience and a little bit of gold for their team, and more importantly, deny it from Wings, because they're in a position where they could just sweep LGD at this moment. And Xiaomi will be dewarding, ruptured, and there is an Omni Slash because not
The chase down.
okay, they see Yao. They're smoked. He's really close to Blink Dagger. He cannot die here. No, Yao.
Yao, get out of there, buddy. They're coming. Wings already trying to set up. Ogre Magi's going to be leading the charge with a stun. They've already taken him out with an Annalie. Oh, some advantage. Slardar dies.
It pops,
It's
and they're in the observer war. They know. They
Blink, he's already spinning. Gets himself away. Big jump is going to be able to come in. They manage to land on the timber stomp, but already Yao's done. And now ZYF is going, this is not the place I want to be. He raises and TP's out. He will manage to survive, thankfully. Super Kings will continue their march at the bottom.
I think now you have to switch gears.
Now you'd be like, okay, we need to just push out the lanes, but
Nice push back there. Ice spring for Ruben in range of Blink his spin. They're gonna try and fight him. The Brisbane still, but DDT just it's all a setup for the timber stop. Shadow is kind of stuck in the trees though, and ZYF in serious trouble. He needs to invest. Super Giggle going opening. Oh, he imprisons him instead. Still kind of hard. Yao's gonna be able to jump in. He gets a nice front. The line's already there. ZYF so low. Will finally cut him down. Super tries to drop the bomb, but it's just not good enough. It hits like a wet noodle, and LFY have nothing left in the tank. Yao's gonna be forced away, but he was already mana-ly. They've already brought the Juggernaut here. They think they're actually going to be able to force this fight. Orgers and 5 Luther, so they know it's going to turn against them. Blink's already shown himself a little bit. Brisbane goes down. Now here comes that rupture without an imprisonment. No one's going to be able to save Super from this one. Makes a force snap around inside of the silence as well. He gets popped by Fate Beyond, who's on a dominating streak. Jump in. Yeah, he activated his head blink as the disable ran out. That magic immunity is no longer available. He gets hit by the crush. They're looking for Shadow next, but he's up on the trees. And ZYF is still ruptured up. Half of it, and he's going to go down because he doesn't have a range anymore. Pure damage rips him apart, and Shadow, he's just bouncing from cliff to cliff. He managed to catch DDT a bit. Ice can simply right-click him down. Oh, the humiliation there. And Shadow goes for another kill on the Zhao Wei. Unfortunately, TP will be able to save him. Both him as well as Yao will once again be the only survivors in a nasty save. Yeah, you can see he saw that arrow coming. Fate Beyond managed to link himself away from that one. A nice force away, trying to keep the heroes out of the pit, but Roshan's not low enough, so instead, Wings. They have to actually fight this one out. They've already caught a hero with the rupture. They're going to be able to go on to Yao and try to pop it over. Stun goes out for the Shadow. Fortunately, the heal from the Cloud Mine just kept the Shadow alive. They're trying to chase him down, but the nuke isn't quite enough. That last right click in is not going to be enough damage. Blink, he managed to Omni Slash bounce around, gets a lot of damage on him. ZYF and OD, he risen himself, but now without ZYF there, there's no chance he can fight out 4 Wings members. Wings, they just keep on winning, man. These team fights, they're just too far ahead, and LFY have to fight, but every single fight just puts them deeper in the hole.
just too many items. Without the Axe, I think that's a very high probability fight, and they probably didn't expect the Axe that early, and it's you don't have any smoke. They used a double smoke with the other one. They were just really desperate for that because that was an important fight. But this one, unbeknownst to them, was probably even more important fight for them, and they just could not take it. Keeper saw it coming the whole way. Double rupture had cooled down already.
Have you seen Shadow's item?
Plate mail.
Yeah, he thinks that she is double plate mail now. So he can go AC as well as Lord Absorb if he wants to. Leap.
I think they just know that they're about to end the game, so he just buys whatever he can from the side shop. I guess, like...
I don't think AC is a real item on Timber, but...
Yeah, you can just hold it. Ideally, I think you get like a plate mail and a soul booster, so you can go Octarine, right. But it doesn't, not too important at this point.
Tier 3 is gonna fall. DDT with his Blink Dagger tries to show up, tries to put a stop to this push in any way he can, but it's just not quite there. Moonlight Shadow will allow the look to come in on the back lines. They're going to go straight for Ice-Ball here. They do manage to kill him, but Yao's going to do the turnaround. The Blink just surrounds him pretty easily. Looks like they're going to be able to get ZYF again. That initiation, the rage combination just leaves him so exposed to the rupture out of the Bloodseeker. ZYF runs himself to death. Yao, oh, he's going to take out there as well. 3 down from LFY, and Wings will take not just the mid lane of Braxton's game as well.
Yeah. Well, LFY, I guess, probably due to the weakness of the qualified teams, I would say. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. One of the weakest.
They put up a pretty good fight against Digital Chaos. They didn't look bad there.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't go match.